You know, I have the kind of face which once seen is instantly forgotten. But Sir Arthur, wherever he saw me, recognized me, often spoke to me, and he often asked me, Carlo, how are you? What's the good work you are up to now? It boosted my ego, inflated my ego no end, to think that this world famous man, the man who conceptualized the communication satellite, the man whom we might fairly call the father of the communication satellite, knew me personally, recognized me, and indeed once came to dinner with me in my house. In a word, it was busting myths, traditional myths. For example, that firewalking requires divine aid, that hanging by hooks is a miracle. Such things. In fact, to put it in context, in 1969 or so, I had, out of sheer curiosity, figured out how firewalkers do their work without getting burnt. Well, ritualistic firewalkers claim that they have to prepare very carefully for this event, which means abstaining from meat, fish and so on, alcohol, sexual activity for several days before the event. So there were things we could violate publicly and some which we couldn't. So the two things I zeroed in on were a little drink of alcohol. Actually, in the final episode, I pipetted it out. You know, it's a token. One drop of alcohol violates and pork cutlets, and they were ritually consumed, and I used to tell, go. And in fact, there was a bit of a ceremony. I had planned it so well. Before we went, the 4 people who were ready to out the fire, of course it ended in a big, the final ritualistic firewalk contest, which took place in February 1971. But before the ceremony, the team of 4 firewalkers repeated with me what I told them to repeat. And it went something like this: if there is any divine power which enables us to walk the fire without getting burnt, we defy you to burn us if you can. In the actual experiments, nobody sustained any burns. Almost single-handedly, he, at a time when Sri Lanka's image was very low in the world, Sir Clarke Sir Arthur Clarke never said anything that damaged our reputation. He never lost hope in our people. But every time we switch on the television, we are paying homage to his memory. I think that's the real tribute, is that he has contributed so much that we have forgotten what a great man he was.